Hello there, I'm Chef Johnny, and this is Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Appreciate you stopping by. Today, got a great meal cooking up on the Weber kettle. We're gonna grill up some sirloin steaks with some sauteed mushrooms. It's an excellent dish. Now, I'm gonna tell you this, I am on a diet. Some of y'all may not believe it. Some of y'all may be going, it's about time. But anyways, I have found a routine I can stick with. I like it very good. I am 2.5 weeks in. I'm down 25 pounds, so I'm excited about that. You're going to ask what's the name of it, right? It's called the No Name Diet, best I can tell. But if you've ever watched hunting shows, Roger Raglin, been doing hunting videos for 30 years. He's got shows on the Outdoor Channel, I think. And anyways, been watching him for years. And I saw him on a video the other day, and I was like, Dad gum, man, what's with Roger? He's lost so much weight. I thought he was sick or something. Come to find out, he decided to get healthy. He dropped over 80 pounds, and he did it in less than 5 months. So I thought, let me see what it is. He's around my age, just a little bit older, but I thought if he could do it, maybe it's something I can stick with. Got to his website, looked like something I could do. So this dish, if you're on keto, if you are watching carbs, this is gonna be a dish that you most definitely can do. It'll be great for you. It's gonna taste great. And it's gonna show you how to cook up one of the meals that Roger does, but just doing it outside. So stick around and you'll get to see how these mushrooms and sirloin steaks turn out. So here we go. Wife picked up some sirloins up at the local grocery store the other day. These are real pretty. And on Roger's diet, different than the keto is, you don't eat a whole lot of fat. So a sirloin steak doesn't have a lot of modeling in it, that fat that runs through it. It's a little bit leaner steak. And I'm not gonna worry about trimming off some of this little bit of fat in it. Let y'all kind of see how it runs through. It's not much. I think it helps to protect the meat, keep it a little more moist. But we can trim that off after we've cooked it and just not eat it. The son wants to, it doesn't hurt him. So we cook these up, wife and I, she's on it also. In about 10 days, she's down 11 pounds. So it's working great for her also. So it's not just for men. Her and I both are trying to get a little bit healthier and do this. But good looking sirloins that we're fixing to put on this Weber kettle. And I'm gonna season it up. One thing that Roger recommends is sea salt instead of regular salt. So I'm gonna come in here and put some nice sea salt on here, get a good coating of it. Sea salt's on. I'm gonna come back with a little garlic powder, ground garlic, light coating of that. And then I have what I call a table grind pepper. It's not real fine, but it's not a coarse pepper either. It's kind of in between, kind of the size I like. And that's all we're gonna put on these steaks is little pepper, little garlic, little sea salt. Those are there. And these steaks, folks, will not take long to cook. If you eat a medium rare like I do, you're talking 2 to 3 minutes on per side. So it's not gonna be long at all. Get this backside seasoned. And once I get this done, I'm gonna start my fire. That's gonna let this meat kind of come up to what we call room temperature. It's gonna raise its temperature a little bit, which I think helps with the cooking of a good steak. And what else we're gonna do is we're gonna start our fire. So while the fire is getting ready, we're gonna saute our mushrooms and have those ready. Here we are over at my side burner. Got a 16-inch skillet on here, just one of my Lodge skillets that I have. I'm gonna put in a good amount of olive oil. Now, on this diet, we don't use butter. If I was on keto, or once I'm through losing my weight, I would throw some butter in here with this. We're just gonna use olive oil. And I'm gonna let that oil get hot. Pan was already hot, now we're gonna let the oil get hot. And then we're gonna start sauteing our mushrooms and some green onions I have to go in there. Our pan's good and hot, oil's hot. I'm gonna drop in, these are 2 green onions. You may know them as scallions. Down here in the South, we call them green onions though. And I'm just gonna soften these up just a little bit. Won't take long, they're minced up real well. You could substitute onion, just plain onion if you wanted to, or you could use shallots would work good in here. And I'm gonna come in with some mushrooms right on top. Now, these are Cremini mushrooms. Creminis, you may not know what they are. Sometimes today, you will see them advertised as baby bellas. I've got a about a half teaspoon of sea salt and about a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. Gonna go with this on them. If this starts looking dry, I'll add a little more olive oil to it. You could add some herbs to this if you wanted to. You could put in some parsley, mince it up real well for that color factor. But these are cooking nicely. And I'm gonna add in about a teaspoon of granulated garlic, just garlic powder. If you wanted to, fresh garlic would be wonderful in here. Probably double the amount if you're using fresh. That would throw you up to about 2 teaspoons of garlic fresh. Granulated is much more potent than fresh of any of your herbs. These are a little bit dry. I'm going to add some olive oil to them. Gonna let them keep going till they start rendering out some of their juices and they get tender. Now, these mushrooms are just about cooked through. They're nice and tender. They've got a good flavor. I sampled one of them, so don't need to add any more seasonings to them. Let's get back, check that grill, and we're gonna see if we can get those steaks on the grill. I think our charcoal's ready. We're gonna take the lid off of the Weber real quick. Oh yeah, you can see on here it's gray, ashed over. That's what we're looking for. I'm not gonna set up a 2-zone fire or anything like that today. I'm just gonna kind of even these out across the grate. We just have this one cook on it, just 2 little sirloins, so we're gonna let it be even heat. We'll take our sirloins now and drop them on. Ooh, just that pretty sizzle on there. These are only gonna have to cook for about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. Not gonna take long, so I'm gonna go 90 seconds. I'm gonna rotate them just to get some nice sear marks on them. Then we'll flip them over, go another 2 or 3 minutes. Should have a nice steak between that medium rare to medium. Wife likes them at medium, so we'll take them, slice them up, get them ready to go, and show you how we do this. We'll move that little one. Let's see if this one will. Oh yes, looking pretty. Put it right there. Let's see if this one will come up now. There we go. I'm gonna put them down. We're just gonna work on those pretty sear marks, or hatch marks is what we call them. Okay, another 90 seconds. We've been 3 minutes on that side. We're gonna flip them over. You can see we got some pretty char marks there. Flip this side over. Oh yes, sirloins are looking good. Let them go 90 seconds. Then we'll turn them, work on some hatch marks on that side. Here we go. Gonna do it again. Turn them for the hatch marks. Our little piece here, we're gonna, ooh, that's looking pretty too. Put it right in the middle. Set it there. Another 90 seconds. Now, 3 minutes in, take this one off. My son and I'll share that one. But my wife's is gonna come off of this one. We'll look at nice and moist up on top. These steaks have been resting about 10 minutes, so we're gonna take them and just slice them here. See how they look. And I'm just gonna cut these in a thin slice, just going right up the steak. We're gonna plate these in such a way that it's really gonna look pretty on the plate. Get up on this thick end. You're gonna see it's cooked a little bit less, hopefully. That's a beautiful steak. This one's right in between medium rare, goes into medium. My wife's gonna love it great. It's cooked just right for her, but looks like a fantastic flavor. Moist. Sirloin's full of flavor. I can taste that pecan smoke in it, salt, pepper, garlic. It looks good, but let's get this plated up, get our mushrooms with it. Let's just see how it all looks on a plate together. So there you go. We have it plated up. It's a beautiful plate. I'll give you some close-ups on it, but looking lovely. And with that 2-pound sirloin, came out really good. So they were each 1 pound a piece. Give one to my son. Wife threw a potato in there for him. So if you're cooking for the rest of the family, it's not hard. So he'll have a baked potato with his. And you know, we can do other things with it also that you may want to do, but we're going to have broccoli, a nice salad with some no-calorie dressing. Walden Farms is what Roger recommends, and of course those sauteed mushrooms up at the top. So it's a beautiful plate, looks great. It's going to taste good, and with my wife and I dividing one steak, so it's a 16-ounce steak, so she's going to take about 6-7 ounces, and I'm going to take about 10. So anyways, I'm going to get a little bigger part than she does. I'm going to get a little more than half, but I'm a lot bigger than she is. So anyways, we're dividing it up. We're going through it together, folks. I'm going to put a link down below for Roger Raglin's website. Check him out on the Outdoor Channel and all of his hunting shows. Great guy. I've been watching him for years. All my fans out there, if y'all see this, tell me to stick with it. Give me that encouragement I need. I actually listen to Roger's encouragement videos and what he did while I'm eating lunch every day at school. So I'm eating my salad, listening to him. And so for the first little over 2 weeks, I'm doing well. But thanks for stopping by Texas Style Cuisine. I always do appreciate it. Let's get a try of this sirloin real quick. Very, very good steak. Folks, I'm loving it. Be looking for my other diet recipes from Roger's Diet. I'm going to be doing some deer tacos using jicama as the tortilla shells. That video will be up real soon. Also some firecracker shrimp will go really good with a petite steak, maybe a couple of firecracker shrimp. That's going to go real well. So I got a few videos coming up, so be staying tuned for those. Watch for those. Thanks for stopping by Texas Style Cuisine, and we're going to see you down the road.